What is up, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Monday Night Raw Review. And today, it does exactly what it says on the tin. We're going to go through each match like we normally do, give my opinions on any promos, any little things that happened during it, and some little pictures and stuff to sort of have a bit of fun with as well. So don't forget, while you're here, I just did a tweet out today that over the past week, we've had over 900 views on this channel and a few subscribers as well. So don't forget, while you're here, click that subscribe button, hit that like button. I want to see more of you guys keep returning and more interactions in the comments so we can have chats about what's going on in the wrestling world and what you guys want me to do. So let's get into it. Yeah. So we're kicking off Monday Night Raw with the Bloodline coming out and saying that they've got some business, and the Judgment Day come out and there's a face-off. And Paul Heyman has said that Roman Reigns has made a deal with the Judgment Day that the Bloodline will sort the Judgment Day's business out, and the Judgment Day will sort the Bloodline's business out. So it looks like tonight we are getting in the main, it might be the main event, looking like the main event. It will be Jimmy and Jay versus, Solo versus Ray we're about to get now. And we're getting Finn, Dominic and Damian versus Riddle, KO and Sammy. Jesus, that is a mouthful to get out. But yeah, we're going to get that kicking off. And also, I have to say, we're about to get into this match to watch it. And first instance of looking at this, my first instinct is they must really trust Solo to go in a ring with Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio must really like Solo to go in a ring with him and sort of show what he can do and how he can do in the ring against like a luchador, like a legend. Not like a legend. Rey Mysterio is a bona fide Hall of Famer and a legend. He is. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes and how this does. I'm going to predict a Solo win because the only loss he's had so far is Cody. So I'm predicting a Solo win, and I think there's going to be some interference from the Judgment Day to get the win. That's all I can think of so far. And then later on tonight, I think the Judgment Day are going to beat Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because I think the Judgment Day are going to get involved in that. So I just feel, or the Bloodline will get involved in that one to get the Judgment Day to win. So I feel like there's going to be, both of these groups are going to win with interference, I feel like, so far. So we have to wait and see what happens. But very good opening to Raw. Paul Heyman, the master on the mic. And then there's a little thing with Rhea and Solo. As in, I don't really know. But they had this big face-off, and it's interesting to see how this goes. But let's get into the match, and let's see how it goes. Right, just finished watching Solo versus Ray, and I have to say, very, very good match. Solo going over cleanish. Well, no one really interfered in the match, let's just say that way. He was going really well. Solo looks dominant as normal. He is going to have a massive future in the WWE. With the way everything's going at the moment, it just looks superb at this precise moment. So really enjoying that. Bloodline come out, LWO come out to try and help Ray because Jimmy and Jay come out, beat down Jimmy and Jay, and then Solo, then 619 counters it, Spike, done. So that was a great way to end that match, I thought. LWO don't really need the win. Solo picking up that win doesn't really affect them that much, so happy with that so far. Great match to start off with, kicking it off, and now we've got Bianca Belair coming out to the ring. So let's see what this is all about. A booyah! Right, just finished watching Dakota Kai versus Bianca Belair. I thought Dakota did really well in that match. She come out looking good. Picking up the loss, as we all probably expected from that match. But I thought she looked good. Bianca just looked as good as what she normally does. I was looking through some of her matches over the weekend, some of the NXT ones, and the improvement that's there is unbelievable. And people go, she's stale now, wish she dropped the title sooner. Maybe, but at the same time, just look at the improvement that we've had over the years from Bianca. It's great. It's going to have a great match against Io. I also tweeted it as well. I'm very interested in the build of how they're going to end Damage Control. Because it looks like it is going to be a break. They are going to end the breakup, but how are they going to do it? I'm very interested to see how this goes. Out on my right eye here, they are currently building up to the showing Cody Rhodes getting demolished by Brock Lesnar at the moment. So let's just see how that goes, and let's get into the next match, shall we? A booey. I thought it was a bit clever that Brock Lesnar just didn't say anything. He just stood there, didn't have to say anything, didn't do anything. I thought it was okay. Brock Lesnar got paid to turn up, stand at the end with his coat and his cowboy hat on and do nothing. Just stand there like this the whole time. And he probably got paid stupid amount of money just to stand there and do that. Fair play to him, to be honest. And I think we've seen a different side. Cody Rhodes beating up 20 plus, I think they said 20 plus security guards to try and get to Brock, but never got to him. I think they've done their bit now. If they're gonna wrestle or gonna fight, I think they have to keep that now till Backlash, where they can have the fight there, have a big fight feel there. Do not let them fight. If they do, it has to be about 55 million security guard breaking them up. They can't just let them go one-on-one, toe-to-toe, suplex, crossroads, none of that. It has to be the first time he hits that crossroads on Brock Lesnar has to be to win the match. Or the second or third one has to be to win the match. And it has to feel big, in my opinion, on that. So for me, that's not bad. I'm looking forward to that. Adam Pearce made it official. Cody Rhodes calling him a coward at the end. That's going to be interesting to see how that goes and plays on from there out. But very interested, very happy with how that went. Big draw for the second hour. Made it feel like a big fight feel as well. So yeah, that's going to main event Backlash. I can feel already at the moment. So that's going to be interesting how that goes. So yeah, tell me what you guys think down below in the comments. Of how you felt about that, and go from there. See what's coming up next. I think they said coming up next it's Seth Rollins versus The Miz. So let's go. Right, just finished watching Seth Rollins versus The Miz. The Miz attacking Seth Rollins beforehand and just going, beating him up and go to it. And I have to say, at the end of that match, what a fantastic match that was. Amazing match. The Miz has always been great in a match, always good. You always know you're going to get a good match out of him. We all know what we're going to get out of Seth Rollins, but that was fantastic. The double DDT that The Miz did to Seth Rollins, I hope he does that more. That was really cool to see, the way that he spiked him, rolled through, picked him up, but did another one. Thought that was brilliant to see. Trying to do the skull crushing finale off the top, but got reversed into a suplex, into a Falcon Arrow. Thought that was brilliant as well. And then the stomp. I just thought overall that match was epic. That would have been a great match for a premium live event, but for that to be on a Monday Night Raw and for us to watch, it's brilliant to see. I know we're not probably going to see that again, but I hope we get to see Miz do that a little bit more in those type of matches, and Seth Rollins goes on to carry on going and get another title in the future as well. So just great to see so far. Thoroughly enjoyed it. What a match. What a fantastic match. Right, just finished watching the Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley match. Have to say, really good match. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Austin Theory he's had a match against Rey Mysterio and Bobby Lashley since he's had his match against John Cena, and in those two matches did more for him than the John Cena match. Just goes to show how disappointing John Cena was, especially in that match as well. Yeah, I really thought John Cena would really help Austin Theory, but didn't. But Bronson Reed interfering by squashing both of them, and Bronson Reed becoming an absolute beast of a man that he was, like he was in NXT, and what he should be, an absolute weapon of a man. So very happy to see him do that, absolutely demolishing Bobby Lashley in the end, with a little bit of help of Austin Theory. So yeah, I really enjoyed that match. I thought it was really good. There was parts of that match where Austin Theory looked like he was miles ahead of his time and looked like he was better than his opponent. So really enjoyed that. I thought it was great. Yeah, well, tell me what you guys thought down in the below. And now we've got Trish Stratus coming up. Right, we just had heel Trish come down to the ring. I'm calling her that from now on because heel Trish in my generation was the best thing that ever happened to me as that at my age. Coming out to the ring with the old Trish cowboy hat and everything about it, it just brings back nostalgia, and it brings back why she's so good. When she gets in that ring, everything she said was true. Becky Lynch says it's the four horsewomen that started the revolution. I don't believe that personally. I believe it was Trish, and then bringing in Lita as well, that brought in the women's revolution. Before that, no one really cared, and then sort of getting women's wrestling cared about, and it sort of grew and went a little bit backwards when the Divas things started happening, but then it sort of picked up again. But Trish was the one that every woman should have looked up to in that time, and by God was she. And in that ring, she could still handle herself on the microphone. Really enjoyed that. Thought she was brilliant, and thoroughly enjoying this and seeing where this is going. But what did you guys think of that? Put it down in the comments. A booyah. Right, just finished watching Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, the Karen Connection versus Mia Yim and Candice LeRae, and that was a match. Not much to really say on that. Good match. All right. Chelsea Green get their win going into Friday's title defence, but not really much else to say about that. It was okay. It was good. Fine. Yeah. On to the main event. Right, just finished watching the main event of the six-man tag. Thought it was a really good match, surprising with the result, with Riddle, Sami Zayn and KO winning. I did think that Judgment Day were going to win that. Very surprised that they didn't. Overall, thought the match was great. Kevin Owens actually picked up an injury with his leg. I don't know whether that's just because of something that happened in the match, but he was really hobbling on that. Even after, when it all finished, he was still hobbling on that. So I don't know whether he's doing that for a reason or he actually did hurt himself during that. I found that as well. Riddle has this smooth way of wrestling where it's strong style, but it's just silk with the way he does it. I really enjoy watching Riddle in the ring, the way he does it. There's a lot of stuff going around online about him at the moment. I haven't really seen it or looked for it at the moment, but if it's worth looking, I will have a look, but I try not to. I say that, but I probably will. To look at that. Right, overall thoughts on the show. I thought that was a brilliant Raw. Really enjoyed that. The highlight of it was the Miz versus Seth Rollins match. Stole the show. I thought that was an excellent match. I thought the way those two did it, that was probably one of the best Miz matches I've seen in a long time, and we get the normal Seth Rollins. Great match. Shame that Miz didn't win in the end, but I thought he should have. But at the same time, it's Seth Rollins on Raw, and you're just not going to beat him on that unless he's in a big storyline. But Miz showing up and doing extremely well. Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed, with Bronson Reed absolutely annihilating him. I thought that was great. Heel Trish being heel Trish. I remember that when I was younger and how great she was back then as well. And it seems like she literally made the women's division take notice that even she hasn't done full-time wrestling in I don't know how long, that she can still turn up when she wants and put on a massive, great performance like she did. If the women in the locker room are watching, they should be watching her to see how she does it and what to do moving forward. Women's tag match happened. enough said about that. But I just thought the LWO coming out at the end to help with the bloodline storyline and all this alliance going on, going into Backlash, I thought was really good way of doing Raw and a really different way of ending it as well, with all of them on top, with the LWO actually looking like they're going to come out on top at the same time. Brilliant performance, brilliant Raw, really enjoyed it, very happy to have stayed up to watch it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. I just want to say again, thank you ever so much for all the views that you guys have been doing. And all the subscribers I've gained as well, it's been immense. And I can't thank you guys enough for all of the work you've done, and the work I've done, but you guys have helped. If you have any video ideas that you want me to do, please put them down in the comments down below, and I'm happy enough to try and see if I come up with some ideas for them. Don't forget as well, I have another channel that's been doing exceptionally well recently as well, doing the football channel. It's just basically about Reading, but during the summer, I'll be doing transfer roundup for the Premier League Championship or League One, depending on when Reading are, and going through all of that. So we will go and discuss that as well. But again, thank you guys ever so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my NXT review, where it's 2 championships are on the line tomorrow. Going to be a very exciting NXT, so I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. All peace, all love, all care, peace.